Hi, Garrett Huffman here with the Huffman Group, and we're here today at the Livingston County Animal Shelter. Our September charity was the Friends of the Livingston County Animal Shelter, and we raised $1,750 to donate to the Friends of the LCA. And we have Ed here who's going to explain a little bit about what LCA does, and then go ahead.
Hi, I'm Ed Deesh. I'm the founder of the Livingston County Friends of the Livingston County Animal Shelter. We raise funds basically for the shelter that goes towards the medical care and the support of the animals. We funded some large surgeries for animals that normally would have been euthanized. We were able to save them and get them out and get them adopted. That's our primary function, is fundraising, and we really appreciate the support from the community, especially from the Huffman Group. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Christy Peterson. I'm the director at the shelter. We are your municipal shelter. So we do have funding from our taxpayers that allows us to take care of the animals in our shelter with the needs, but we can't go above and beyond. So that's where the Friends Group comes in handy for us. We do take in all strays, abandoned, cruelty, neglect cases. They need extra care. Care we don't have the funding for, so we do send them out for x-rays, for amputations, for eye exams, pretty much everything. We've done dentals, anything that benefits them in their life to get them in a home in the long run is what we're here for. But again, the Friends Group is what we need, and donations like this can help us with that. So we thank you guys so much for that, and for everyone in the community, thank you for everything you do for us.
Thank you very much. So yeah, and this is...
My name's Patrick. I'm the president of the Friends Group, and I just want to quickly add, we really appreciate you choosing us as your charity. I can guarantee you that every penny of this donation goes directly to the care of the animals. We are completely volunteer, and that's just something we encourage you to come see the benefits of your donation. Come visit the shelter, come see the animals, meet the cats and dogs that you're helping. Thank you.
And there's something I'd like to note. So the Friends of the LCA actually sponsored a event at the Novi Expo Center. Over the last 3 days, they had all but a couple of kitties adopted, and we're not talking about a small number here. How many cats were adopted?
17.
17 cats were adopted because the Friends of the LCA actually sponsored the event because they couldn't use county funds to actually get there to go. So it was great. They got the table there, and they did rehomed all those kittens. It's been fantastic. So we like to make sure that we give to the community, because it's not just about selling houses. It's also about giving back, and what a great way to do it. And what's a great website, and how can people reach out to you?
Our website is www.friendsoflcas, that's livingstoncountyanimalshelter.com. And we can also be reached through the
shelter site, which is on the county page, which is just livgov.org. Go to Adopt a Pet. You'll see all our strays, all our adoptables. Feel free to call and ask questions, or stop in and take a tour and see everybody that we have.
All right. Fantastic. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We really appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
Wonderful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks again.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake your
What do you
hand.
think, Brock?
Pretty, right?
What do you
All
think,
right.
Brock? You try to keep your kittens separate from your adults for their immune system. So again, the event was amazing. So we adopted everyone but these two. So this is Winnie and Grayling. So they will be ready for a home. Our vet will probably clear them today because they sound wonderful. Their upper respiratory is gone, so they'll probably be ready for their home later today.
You're cute.
Brock, you're cute. And I think both of them have been in a foster home with dogs, so they're not going to mind it either.
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, they don't seem to
Yeah, they're
mind.
curious. They're like, who is this? They're not backing up.
So yeah, this usually has all the adoptable kittens. Sometimes we don't even have this in here. We just have cat towers, and it's just Kitten City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll have like 20 kittens running around this room like
Be
crazy.
fun.
And then this room is empty. So this was full. We had about 28 cats in here,
Oh wow.
and the event went really well. And again, we would not have been there had it not been for our Friends Group. We cannot pay with county funding. We can only do certain things. I can never say, hey, I'm going to pay $425 for a spot. They're going to be crazy. So the Friends Group covered that for us. We got to take everybody from this room and now got homes. So we did not take Armadeus. He does not like other cats. So we just figured that wouldn't be the right fit for him. So he's kind of the king of the castle today.
Uh-huh.
So he came in with a mangled leg, had fishing line actually wrapped around his leg and had been embedded in and actually grown around it and abscessed.
Oh wow.
So our vet removed all that, cleaned it up, and he's doing great.
All right.
So
this was full, so they put all these kitty
This-
condos?
Yep, this is what the Friends Group purchased were these condos. These were about just under $6,000. They're expensive to get. Again, something we just don't have the funding for. We eventually are going to replace that whole wall with this style. It just gives them more room, more options for us to open panels up for larger groups of kittens or large cats. We try and keep everybody free roaming. So it's rare that you see a cat in a condo unless they don't like other cats or we just have too many at one time out. But usually everybody's just free roaming, running around, getting along.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Little steps. We got these cat towers about 4 years ago.
They're all over.
They were an upgrade. You can't have anything that's carpeted for sanitary disease purposes, obviously. So these were about $21,000. And
Really?
the county did cover half of this, but the Friends Group covered the other half.
These 6 towers?
These 6 towers, they are lifetime warranty. Everything is replaced. They can be cleaned. So one thing you worry about in a shelter is disease control. Disease spreads really quickly. You have one cat in here who's got goopy eyes and sneezing and nobody notices it for 3 days. Your whole room's gonna have it. So these can be wiped off, sanitized. These are actually made out of like a corn mesh. They can be sanitized, cleaned, and put back on. These will last forever.
Awesome.
So yeah, it was worth the investment because you can't have carpet. We can build different towers, but these serve a purpose. You can build them different ways, which is cool. And the cats, you'll see different cats kind of all over them.
Yeah.
So it gives them exercise, but a piece of comfort too. They can get up high away from everything when they want to.
Yeah.
What do you think? This little hallway. The intake room. The intake room is where all our cats, the strays that come in, our strays will sit here for 10 days to give the owner a chance to claim them. Typically we only use a few of them at a time, but we do have hoarding cases where every cage is full and plus some. Our hoarding cases come in usually about 5 or 6 times a year, and it's like 60, 70 cats.
Wow.
We've had 99 dogs, 120 dogs. It's
Seriously?
usually cats, yeah. And it's completely overwhelming. Usually the family's known about it, no one's done anything about it, and that person has either now passed away, and the police department or fire department notifies of the home, or our neighbor notifies us of the home from an odor coming from the home. But it's usually cats multiple times a year, and it's usually 30 or more. The person, I mean, you love them, they're easy to keep, and they just get overwhelmed.
Wow.
Dog-wise, dogs we usually do 2 big cases of the year, and that has been over 64 dachshunds from one home, 99 poodles from a home, 120 dogs we took from Last Chance. We get
Wow.
overwhelmed certain times of the year.
Okay.
Right now's our low time. Once the weather starts to turn cold, snow hits the ground, things get quiet. So
Okay.
that's our time to deep clean
There you
and
go.
get extras done. You smell the kitties are there? Kitties there before? Yeah. And it's still cleaning time, so everyone's still running around. The kitchen where all the good stuff happens, they're doing the dishes and finishing up the end of the day. So they've cleaned the cat room, cleaned the dog room, and now it's just all the dishes in the laundry. It's finished up. Caleb's a volunteer, and then we have our 2 kennel staff who are wonderful.